So the reason I heard about it was actually because one of my colleagues at the ABC saw it pop up and she shot me a message, sent me through the link, and I applied for it. But a big motivation to why I was so passionate about applying and hoping that I won is because last year I was fortunate enough to do a scholarship through the Walkley Foundation that helped me develop my skills on violence against women, reporting on Aboriginal affairs and violence in general. So it was a really uplifting experience despite the fact that it was quite a depressing topic. I met some amazing people who I now look at as mentors and am now working with at 10 News. So it was an amazing way to be brought into the Walkley Foundation's community, and ever since then I've really been passionate about being involved as much as I can. It would definitely be the people, I reckon. The people at 10 and Junkie have been so inviting, so beautiful, so educational. They've taught me so much. They've been amazing leaders. They've given me so much patience in the field and in the office. And I feel like they've really encouraged me to be myself, to have my personality shine through my work and to embrace as much as possible. I think the biggest skill that I've picked up through this Walkley experience would be to embrace my personality. I think that my strongest asset is my social skills, and being able to just communicate with people at Junkie and 10 that really embrace me to be myself, to have some fun, to be down to earth and show who I am through the work I do has been an amazing skill. My background as a Palawan Wiradjuri man, as well as being Maltese and Dutch, is crucial to who I am as a person. My social skills come from a place of care and compassion. I think that the reason I chase most of the stories that I want to report on are because I genuinely do care about it. My work at the ABC on the Haywire program has this really amazing memory for me where I was working with a young fella named Jerice, and he's a proud Barkindji man out Mildura way, and we got to work with each other. He started off really shy, so I worked with him for about an hour and a half in a classroom trying to get him to submit a story to me, and he didn't want to. So I just yarned with him, relaxed and just chilled out with him, just chatting. And by the end of the program, so an hour and a half session, he finally submitted the sentence, "My family collect and carve emu eggs." And from that simple sentence, that became one of the most developed stories that we did that session, that whole program, which lasted about 8 months. And we turned it into articles, videos, audio pieces, and he went from not being able to talk to me while surrounded with his friends to being able to stand up on a stage completely alone and talk to over 300 people. So seeing that development and being able to talk to him as a proud Aboriginal man and break down those boundaries so quickly was crucial to that storytelling, and I think that reflects through most of the work I do. Yeah, so diversity for me is what I try and reflect in all the work I do. My sister has autism, I'm part of the queer community, I'm a proud Aboriginal man, I'm also Maltese and Dutch. I feel like I've got a lot of diversity within the mentors and friends around me, and that's where my passions lie. I like to be able to amplify minority voices, to be able to have people share parts of their experience that can educate the community and help the community be a better place. And I think through the work I do and through the organisations that I'm fortunate enough to work with, we are able to speak up on topics that sometimes get overlooked, to share stories and resources. And I think particularly after situations like a referendum around a voice to Parliament, it's crucial for First Nations voices and minority voices to have a say, because even if the outcome isn't necessarily what you want it to be, at least people have the opportunity to learn and to talk and to get conversations started so that the future can be a brighter place for everyone. I would like to say I see myself as a full-time presenter, hopefully travelling around the world, working with minority groups or First Nation groups, being able to share parts of people's lives with the rest of the world that reflect excitement, adventure, love, passion, and voices that don't necessarily have the opportunity to be shared or haven't been heard just yet. So yeah, I'd love to be a TV presenter and sharing stories.